Live from the internet, it's the Dr. Tom the Frog Show!
Hi-ho! This is Dr. Tom the Frog, and you're watching the Dr. Tom the Frog Show, where we talk about RPGs. Now, I'm pretty excited to have a guest on, but first I want to highlight this is our new location here. This is one of Jeff Brown's masterpieces, and if you're interested, you should totally check out his website. We'll have a link in the show notes. But now, without further ado, let us bring on our special guest. Tonight we have Stacy Dellorfano. How are you, Stacy?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, I'm super. I went out for lunch today, and there was a fly in my soup.
So it's like a little extra protein?
I know. It was like gift with purchase.
Exactly. It's like finding the toy at the bottom of the cereal box.
Oh, yeah. Total Cracker Jack time. So, enough fooling around. You are far too busy for me to just chit-chat with you. We have to talk about important things. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Last year, you started a zine about Randomocity. Now, where's that located? I can't find it on the Googles.
It's in another plane. Google doesn't reach there. There's no data plan.
Well, get on that, Googles. So what is this Randomocity about?
It's a zine that it kind of incorporates the way that I like to actually plan for RPGs, which is to really look at things that I necessarily wouldn't think to look at. Different gaming systems, things like that. So it literally has a random sampling of a bunch of stuff that for gaming, specifically to game with, people that we asked to contribute to the magazine, to the zine, actually put in. And it's in color.
In color. Very nice. Now, this is an ongoing thing?
Yes. It's been on a hold for about the last year-ish or so, but it's I'm getting ready to pick it back up again. We have 2 issues currently out. The first one's horror, and what is the second one? Second one is lust. And we have the third one, which is resurrection. It's kind of, we almost have it done, but we've been sitting on it for a little while because there's been a lot of Contessa things to do.
Oh, now let's move on to that. You're the head honcho of Contessa, and that's an online convention. Now, what's going on this year for Contessa?
On March 14th, we're having a day that's all panels.
A whole day of paneling. That sounds like Home Depot. That's great.
Yeah, could be.
Now, among all of your other free time in gaming, you're developing a game called Precious Dark. It sounds kind of emo. Is it about vampires or something? What's up with that?
It is kind of emo, I guess, and sort of in a roundabout way. It's about a post-apocalyptic Earth a couple hundred years in the future. When the Earth has been destroyed and is uninhabitable rather, on the surface at least, so most people live underground, and they've discovered this sentient, renewable power source called the Weird, and they interact with that so much that the people have mutated and have become their own, like frog people.
Oh, man, this sounds like my kind of ticket. All right, so you've got a bunch of frog people.
And then,
Weird. This is good.
So I kind of liken it to like when in My Little Pony, when a pony gets their cutie mark, it's about the same time that a human being starts to mutate in Precious Dark, and they become something that's beneficial to who they are on the inside.
So what about killing stuff and XP?
There's some of that too. But there's at least, I try to make it so there's several different angles to deal with things. The group that I'm running right now, they haven't actually got into combat once yet, but they've done a lot of exploring and looking around. And that's just like a cavern one. So they're exploring some ancient prehistoric caverns, and right now they've been talking to a Tyrannosaurus Rex set of bones that has been animated by an ooze, just to give you a taste.
Wow. That's pretty weird, and there's lots of weird. That's crazy. Now,
Right.
you've talked about developing this game in public. Now, what do you mean by that? I mean, you just take it out to game stores and hang out, like a Barnes and Noble.
The first time I ran Precious Dark was for the first Contessa, and I did everything for the first Contessa. I did all the scheduling, I coded everything that needed to be done, I did all the promotional stuff. I didn't have a staff, so I did it all myself, which meant that I didn't have time to put together any sort of playtest packet or give anybody any kind of rules. And what I ended up having to do is spend like the first hour walking people through character generation and explaining the world while I was doing it. So I've been doing that. I ran it twice at the first Contessa, and then a third time at the second one, and then I ran in between there. I ran a short-lived campaign with some guys I know. So I've been basically creating the game as we go, and kind of doing it on air quite often and in public so that people can kind of see how it's done.
Huh. Now, I checked out actually an episode of Precious Dark, and I noticed that you've got pretty much an all-star cast there. Got a game designer like Daniel Lewan and an actress, Mandy Moore. That's pretty awesome how you have such a cool group playing the game.
Yeah, they're a really cool group of people. They're very creative and they're very funny.
Yeah, that's neat. You can check out all of that on your YouTube channel. So note to everybody, you should check out Precious Dark. It's free right now. Since she displays all the rules on YouTube, you can steal it. Just hours and hours of watching, but then it's yours. Now, all right. Now I've got a serious question for you, Stacy. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Now, Stacy, my serious question is this. Which fast food mascot is the creepiest? Ronald McDonald, Burger King, the Burger King, or Jack in the Box?
Absolutely no contest, Ronald McDonald. He's creeped me out since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
It's the
I
clown
think you got
thing.
that one. Although the Burger King, I think he's a close second with the
It is, yeah, with the plastic face. Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
yeah, that's a gold and silver right there.
Yes.
All right. Well, Stacy, it has been a super fun time having you on the Dr. Tom the Frog Show. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me.
You just watched the Dr. Tom the Frog Show, and we hope that you liked what you saw, yo. But if it was a big waste of your time, well, it's free, so that's not a crime. But if it was a waste of your time, yes, it's free, so that's not a crime.